ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆಲ್ಲ Hello students, I am Dr. K.R. Jayakumar, Professor and Head, Department of Mathematics, KS Institute of Technology, Bangalore. So for the past 1.5 months, we are teaching you the Engineering Mathematics 2, 17 Mat 2.1 of second semester. In that there are 5 modules. I am discussing module 1 of differential equations 1. First, what we have done in this module, we have found the complementary function for equal roots, different roots and the complex roots. Then based on the right hand side of the differential equation, we have 5 types of differential equations. In that the first type is k e power ax on the right hand side. Then to find the particular integral, replace d by a. Then we have passed on to type 2. In type 2, the right hand side is either sin bx plus c or cos bx plus c. Then to find particular integral, replace d squared by minus b squared, and there is no substitution for d. Then type 3, if right hand side of differential equation is polynomial of degree n, then to find particular integral, apply division method. Then type 4, if right hand side of differential equation is e power ax into v, v may be cos, sin or polynomial of degree n, then to find particular integral, first replace d by d plus a. Then the job of e power ax is over, then only v. V is either cos, sin or polynomial, so which becomes type 2 differential equation or type 3, then solve the differential equation by that method. Finally type 5, it is capital X into v. Capital X is a polynomial of degree n. V is cos, sin, then to find, replace cos bx as real part and sin bx as imaginary part of e power I bx. Then the problem will be of type 4. Then what we are doing in type 4, to find the particular integral, replace d by first d plus ib. Then the equation will become either type 2 or type 3, particularly it will become only type 3, then solve the differential equation by that method. These are the major 5 types of differential equations in module 1. In the last class I have started the special methods. Why we need the special methods? You can find the particular integral if the right hand side is sin or cos in type 2, polynomial in type 3, but there are other trigonometric ratios, cosine, after sine and cosine, it is cosecant, cot, secant, tan. So if it appears on the right hand side, how we can solve? Then about logarithmic functions, how it is possible? If the polynomial is in the denominator, how you can find it? So these all are the differential equations still which is not solved. So for to solve those kind of equations, we have 2 special methods. One is called variation of parameters method, another is called undetermined coefficients method. So in the last class I have introduced the variation of parameters method. Just re-look it into the working procedure. What I need, first you have to find the complementary function, let it be c1 y1 and plus c2 y2. Then what is my capital X? It is the right hand side of the differential equation. Compute w a b. W is a 2 by 2 determinant, a is an integral, b is also an integral. Values are available, y1, y2 is in CF, w here you are calculating capital X is the right hand side. Then the solution of differential equation is ay1 plus by2. In this I already told there are three set of questions. One, you can see secant, tan, secant into tan, cosecant, cot 1 by 1 plus sin x. In this last class we have evaluated or solved the differential equation 1 and 4. I said remaining things you can do it on your own. If you have any doubts at the end of the classes, every class I am giving my mail ID, you can contact me through the mail. Now let us go for the second set of problems. What I told, you can see there are logarithmic functions and the polynomial is in the denominator. How to solve such type of equations? So let me take the seventh problem, y double dash minus 2y dash plus y, how you can solve by using variation of parameters method. So what is the equation? Y double dash minus 2y dash plus y is equal to e power x into log x, e power x log x. So write the standard form, d square minus 2d plus 1 into y, it is e power x into log x. What is our auxiliary equation? Auxiliary equation is m square minus 2m plus 1 is equal to 0. So what are the roots? M is equal to 1 or 1. Then what is my CF? C1 plus C2x into e power x for equal roots complementary function. Now I said you multiply this e power x, I want in the form C1 e power x, C2 x e power x, as the fact C1 y1 plus C2 y2. Locate it. My y1 in this problem is e power x, my y2 in this problem is x e power x, and my capital X is right hand side e power x into log x. This is the right hand side of the differential equation. Now find the value of w. What is w? y1, y2, y1 dash, y2 dash. Dash is nothing but the differentiation. So what is my y1? It is e power x. y2 x e power x. Differentiated, differentiation of e power x is e power x only. For this product rule, e power x, x differentiation is 1 plus x as it is, e power x differentiation is e power x only. Expand the determinant, e power 2x plus x e power 2x minus x e power 2x. So x e power 2x gets cancelled. I got the result e power 2x as my w. W is e power 2x. Now calculate the other quantities. One is a, another is b. Capital A minus integral y2 capital X by w dx. So minus integral y2, y2 is x e power x, capital X is e power x log x divided by w is e power 2x. So this e power 2x is getting cancelled. What I got? Minus integral x log x dx. Now I should use the formula integral u dv, which is uv minus integral v du, integration by parts. when logarithmic functions are there, to use this, first you simplify the integral as log x into differentiation of x square by 2. Here I have x dx, easy to understand, x dx, integrate this x, put it inside the differentiation symbol. So, the differentiation and integration will get cancelled, we know that. So, that is why we are putting it inside it. Now, differentiation of this will become 2x dx, 2 gets cancelled, I will get the answer. So, my u value is log x, v is x square by 2. Apply the formula, minus uv x square by 2 log x minus integral v x square by 2 du, differentiation of log x is 1 by x into dx. This x gets cancelled, already I have only x. So, multiply minus x square by 2 log x, minus into minus plus, here only I have x by 2, its integration is x square by 4 plus one constant c1, which is the integration constant. Since it is indefinite integral, we get an integration constant. Then b is integral y1 capital X by w into dx. So, that is, what is y1? It is e power x, capital X e power x into log x divided by e power 2x dx. Here e power x gets cancelled, I got only integral log x dx. Now, no simplifications like this, straight away it is in the form u dv, log x dx, straight away it is in the form u dv, u is log x, v is x. So, apply the again integration, x log x minus integral, x is there, log x differentiation 1 by x dx. Again x gets cancelled, so x log x minus x plus c2. Therefore, the solution is y is equal to a y1 plus b y2. That means the value of a minus x square by 2 log x plus x square by 4 plus c1 into e power x plus x log x minus x plus c2 into x e power x, that is the solution. What you are finding in the last class also I told, your CF is available in the solution. What is your CF? It is c1 e power x and c2 x e power x. It is available in the solution. The other part is called the particular integral. Okay, that part is called particular integral. So, we are finding the particular integral in the different direction using the variation of parameters method. In the last class, for trigonometric ratios, now logarithmic we have seen. Now, let us go for 8th question, that is, the polynomial is in the denominator. What is the question? D square minus 6d plus 9 into y is equal to e power 3x by x cube, e power 3x by x cube. No change in the procedure, you are seeing I am doing 3-4 questions, there is no change in the procedure. Auxiliary equation, what are the roots? 3 or 3. What is your CF? It is c1 plus c2x into e power 3x. So, C1 e power 3x plus C2 x e power 3x. Now, what is your y1? It is e power 3x. What is your y2? It is your x e power 3x. What is my capital X? Right hand side, e power 3x by x cube. Find the value of again w, determinant y1, y2, y1 dash, y2 dash. So, what is y1? E power 3x, y2 x e power 3x. Differentiation 3 e power 3x. Here product rule, first e power 3x, x differentiation is 1 plus x as it is, e power 3x is 3 e power 3x. Expand it, e power 6x plus 3x e power 6x minus 3x e power 6x. So, these two terms gets cancelled. I got e power 6x. Then calculate a value, minus integral y2 capital X by w into dx. That is minus integral y2, it is x e power 3x, capital X e power 3x by x cube divided by e power 6x dx. E power 3x, 6x gets cancelled, here one x also gets cancelled, I got only x square. So, in the denominator I have x square, let me take it to the numerator, minus integral x power minus 2 dx. Apply the formula x power n. So, x power minus 1 by minus 1 plus c1. So, minus gets cancelled, 1 by x plus c1. Then b. What is b? Integral y1 capital X by w into dx. What is your y1? It is only e power 3x, again e power 3x by x cube by e power 6x dx. This gets cancelled. X cube as previous one, take it to the numerator, integrate it, x power minus 2 by minus 2, x power n plus 1 by n plus 1. So, how I can simplify? 1 by 2x square plus c2. Therefore, what is my solution? A y1 plus b y2. The solution is a y1 plus b y2. Use the values. A is 1 by x plus c1 e power 3x, b is minus 1 by 2x square plus c2 into x e power 3x. So, this is an idea for the logarithmic function, and if the polynomial is in the denominator. This is the second set of questions. I hope in the last class I have done 6th. For your clearance I have done 7 now, 8 also, 9 you can try, e power x by x square. What is the third set of questions? You can see the right hand side will consist of e power x itself. In that I am doing the 10th question, first one. Please note that in the textbooks they have gone some other methods, like they apply partial fractions and all those things. It is little bit difficult. The integration by adding and subtraction itself, you can get the solutions for these equations. So, listen carefully for the first question, then other two you can do it. What is the question? Y double dash minus y 2 by 1 plus e power x. Y double dash minus y 2 by 1 plus e power x. Write the standard form: d square minus 1 into y 2 by 1 plus e power x. What is my auxiliary equation? It is m squared minus 1 is equal to 0. So, m squared is equal to 1. M is equal to plus or minus 1. Then CF is C1 e power x plus C2 e power minus x. So, y1 is equal to e power x, y2 is equal to e power minus x. What is capital X? Right hand side, 2 by 1 plus e power x. Go for the W, you will get confusions only in the integration. Remaining procedures are routine: y1, y2, y1 dash, y2 dash. So, y1 is e power x, y2 is e power minus x. Differentiate it, e power x, for this it is e power minus x. See this carefully, minus e power x, e power minus x, again minus e power x, e power minus x. These two, then these two with minus. Here these two gets cancelled, 1. So, minus 1, I got my W value as minus 2. Now, let me proceed to calculate A. Listen carefully, here only I said, okay, in the textbooks, few textbooks we have seen, they have applied partial fractions, which is not necessary. By adding and subtraction itself, you will get the solution. Follow this carefully. Integral y2 capital X by W dx, that is equal to minus integral, what is your y2? E power minus x, capital X 2 by 1 plus e power x by W minus 2. This 2 gets cancelled, minus also gets cancelled. This is equal to integral dx by this e power x, I am taking it to the denominator, it will become e power x 1 plus e power x. What I am doing? Let me, numerator 1 is there, let me add and subtract e power x. So, 1 plus e power x minus e power x by e power x into 1 plus e power x. I hope you understood. Dx. So, 1 plus e power x minus e power x, these two gets cancelled, I will get the previous one. If I make the group like this, what happens? This divided by denominator, this 1 plus e power x gets cancelled, I will get only e power x. What happens? Integral, this divided by the denominator, this gets cancelled, I will get only 1 by e power x, minus, now e power x gets cancelled, 1 by 1 plus e power x dx. 1 plus e power x by denominator, 1 plus e power x gets cancelled, 1 by e power x, minus e power x by denominator, e power x gets cancelled, 1 by 1 plus e power x. Still this can be integrated easily, but it is not so. So, again in the numerator you add and subtract e power x. See that 2 times simply we are adding and subtracting the e power x factor, it is e power minus x numerator, minus 1 plus e power x minus e power x by 1 plus e power x. Again I have added and subtracted e power x. Apply the same procedure, group 1 plus e power x only. If it gets cancelled, I will get 1. I am grouping this by this totally gets cancelled. Minus into minus plus e power x by 1 plus e power x dx. Now the integration is very simple. It is minus e power minus x minus x integration is x. Here 1 plus e power x, its differentiation is in the numerator. 1 is 0, e power x differentiation is e power x. The formula for 1 by x is log x. Why people say 1 by x is log x? X differentiation is 1, it is in the numerator. Therefore, it will become log of 1 plus e power x plus c1. So, follow the procedure very clearly. We have added and subtracted e power x 2 times, divided properly, so that I can get the integral. What about b? b is not this much difficult. It is y1 capital X by w dx. Why it is not that much difficult? You can see y1 is e power x, capital X is 2 by 1 plus e power x divided by minus 2 dx. So 2 gets cancelled, minus I can take outside, e power x by 1 plus e power x dx, which is nothing but the same integral. So differentiation is there in the numerator. I can write minus log of 1 plus e power x plus c2. Therefore, the solution is a y1 plus b y2. Therefore, the solution is y is equal to a y1 plus b y2. So, y is equal to a minus e power minus x plus log of 1 plus e power x plus c1 into e power x plus b minus log of 1 plus e power x plus c2 into e power minus x. So, in the third set, this is the idea for e power x. You can do the next 2 questions 11 and 12. What happens? There you will get in the complementary function e power minus x. In this problem, we have added and subtracted e power x. In the next 2 questions, you add and subtract, in the next question you add and subtract e power minus x, you will get the solution. In the third one, instead of grouping plus, if you group the minus sign, instead of grouping this plus, you group the minus sign, that is the right hand side, 1 minus e power x, you can get the solution. So, using this technique, you can find the solution of other 2 problems. So, as a final one, 2 more questions I am showing you, e power x tan x, then x sin x. E power x tan x, x sin x. You can see the clue, d square minus 2d plus 2 into y is equal to e power x tan x. You will get the roots as 1 plus or minus I. 1 plus or minus I. It will get cancelled in terms of trigonometric ratios only. Another one also in terms of trigonometric ratios only. For your convenience, if you want, I will do the 13th question, that is e power x tan x. So, the question is d square minus 2d plus 2, d square minus 2d plus 2 into y is equal to e power x tan x. Little bit critical, you may think, it is not so, e power x you will get it. So, auxiliary equation is m square minus 2m plus 2. Roots are 1 plus or minus I into 1. So what is CF? It is e power x c1 cos x plus c2 sin x. How I should represent? C1 e power x cos x plus C2 e power x sin x. So my y1 is e power x cos x. My y2 is e power x sin x. My capital X is e power x tan x. First let us calculate W. y1, y2, y1 dash, y2 dash. Carefully observe the differentiations. First, e power x cos x, it is e power x sin x. Both the times you have product rule. So what happens? It is e power x cos x. Differentiation of e power x cos x as it is. What is the differentiation of cos x? It is minus sin x. So e power x sin x. Same way this e power x cos x plus e power x sin x. One time differentiate, here differentiation of sin x, here differentiation of e power x. Now make a product or expand the determinant. E power 2x cos square x plus e power 2x sin x cos x, sin x cos x minus e power 2x sin x cos x plus e power 2x sin square x, because in the determinant expansion one minus will be there for this. So minus e power 2x sin x cos x, minus into minus will become plus. These two gets cancelled, cos square plus sin square will become 1. So I get the solution e power 2x, e power 2x. Now what is my A? What is my A? Minus integral y2 capital X by W dx. So minus integral, what is y2? E power x sin x, capital X e power x tan x by W e power 2x dx. You can see whenever exponentials are given, 90% it gets cancelled along with some other functions. If it is not so, previous question only e power x you have to. So minus integral sin square x by cos x dx, because tan x is sin x by cos x, sin square x by cos x. These things already we have seen in lot of problems. Cos square x, 1 minus cos square x, sin square x is 1 minus cos square x by cos x dx. So 1 by cos x, which is secant x, minus only cos x dx. What is the integration? Minus log of secant x plus tan x, plus integration of cos x is sin x plus c1. Then you go for B. Go for B. B is integral y1 capital X by W dx. That is y1 is e power x cos x, e power x sin x, e power x tan x capital X by e power 2x dx. Again that tan x is sin by cos, I will get integral sin x dx. Very simple one, minus cos x plus c2. So what is the solution? The solution is ay1 plus by2, ay1 plus by2. So y is equal to, you write all the terms. Here y is equal to ay1 plus by2, you write all the terms. In the same way, you can solve the problem x sin x also. There you will get probably integral uv rule, uv dx or udv, whatever the rule. We say integration by parts, we can use that and you can calculate that problem, you can solve that. So what we have learnt? Variation of parameters method for different kind of problems. Let me show once again the problems. See here, it may be with sine, cos, tan, secant. Second set, log, polynomial may be in the denominator. Another one involving e power x, another e power x, tan x and sin x. So like this you can solve the problems. The procedure is not changed, only you have to be thorough with the integration concepts. Particularly you have seen, we have used all the integrations of all trigonometric ratios, 6 ratios and e power x, log, uv rule, that is all. So be careful, do it. So the last idea of this module, the last method or the last idea of this module is undetermined coefficients method. Actually in this method we get all the problems which we have solved already, type 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. But the procedure is little bit different, that is all. There is no special functions or anything in this problem, only so far what we have done, that is type 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, same things we get it. What is the working procedure? Here find the CF of the given differential equation, that is all. In the variation of parameters we are using that CF further, here it is not so. As usual, like previous problems, you are finding the complementary function of the given differential equation. So find the CF of the given differential equation. Then assume the PI for given differential equation. For this, in my next slide I will give you a table how you can assume your particular integral. Substitute in given equation this assumed PI, definitely it will satisfy the differential equation which is given. Therefore I will substitute this PI in the given differential equation. There may be some unknown constants by comparing the coefficients. Find the unknown constants by comparing the coefficients. Hence the solution is y is equal to CF plus PI. Once again we will come back to this, just we will see the table. See this. Here I have mentioned very clearly what is your type already, what you have seen also. What about the type description? Then what is the assumption of PI you have to make? What is type 1? E power ax. For that you assume your PI as k e power ax. You have to find the value of k, that is what we said, to find the unknown constants. Second, sine or cos. What you have seen, if it is a sine or cos, the answer will involve both sine and cos. So k1 cos bx plus k2 sine bx. Third type, if it is a polynomial of degree n, then you assume with coefficients k0, k1x, k2x square etc. knx power n. Type 4, very clear, e power ax into sine or cos, that means multiplication of first two types. So here also the assumed PI multiply. K into k1 will become another constant, k into k2 will become another constant, that is why it is written e power ax into k1 cos bx plus k2 sin bx. The last one, polynomial of degree n into sine or cos. Write the polynomial into cos bx, write the polynomial into sin bx. This is little bit complicated, most probably may not be that much important, but first 4, these all are quite important results. Now you have seen what are all the unknown constants. It is in the terms of K1, K2. Now let me go back to the working procedure. Now you can understand it. Find the CF of the given differential equation. Whatever the given differential equation, for that you find the complementary function. Assume the PI. By seeing the right hand side, you can assume the PI for the differential equation which is given in the table. Differentiate it for 2 times, then substitute in the given equation. Find the unknown constants K1, K2, etc. unknown constant by comparing the coefficients. Hence, solution is what? Y is equal to CF plus PI. This PI is nothing but assumed PI. In that unknown constant you will write. So, that becomes your required PI. Then the solution is CF plus PI. Again, this is the table, type 1, type 2, type 3, 4 and 5. Here the problem will be more easier if you make this substitution very properly. In the problems I will tell you, in type 1 and 2 you have seen some denominators becomes 0, that is the critical case. What we have done there? Multiplied by x, differentiated the denominator, but here we have to multiply by x. So, in the problems I will show you how you can identify whether you have to multiply by x or we have to assume the same PI. These all are the general PIs to be assumed. Only in these two, first type and second, you will get some particular cases. Now, let us see the first question. Let us see the first question. D square y by dx square plus 2 dy by dx plus 4y is equal to 2x square plus 3 e power minus x. The problem is summation or combination of type 1 and type 2. It is a combination of type 1 and type 2. Now, as usual, what is your auxiliary equation? M square 2m plus 4 is equal to 0. What about your roots? It is minus 1 plus or minus I root 3, minus 1 plus or minus I root 3. So, what is my CF? E power minus x C1 cos root 3x plus C2 sin root 3x. I said how you can find whether you have to multiply by x or not. What is the idea? See here, e power minus x is type 1. You see whether this e power minus x is in your complementary function. Don't get confused. Sir, we have e power minus x. No. E power minus x should be separately, it should be there. Now, in this CF it is there with e power minus x multiplied by cosine function. It is not so. You should have that e power minus x separately, then only you should go for x into, otherwise not necessary. Now, this e power minus x is not there in my CF, is not there in my CF. Again, I can go for my assume PI. Let me take it as y. For x square, k naught, k1x, k2x square plus for e power minus x, k3 e power minus x. Repeating. Don't worry about 2. In the comparing the coefficients, you will get the result for that. X square, it is a polynomial of degree 2. In my table, the third one. So, what should I assume? K naught, k1x, k2x square plus for e power ax, it is k e power minus x or ax we have given there. Here to continue it, I took it as k3. if you do this assumption properly, correctly, then your answer is going to be perfect, because other steps are not going to be difficult. Only thing, the assumption of Pi, you should do it very properly. Now differentiate it, dy by dx, k0 is 0, k1 2k2x minus k3 e power minus x. Once again differentiate it, 0, this is also becomes k1, 0, 2k2 minus plus now k3 e power minus x. You may ask, why you have differentiated twice? See, y dy by dx d square, it is there in my problem, given question. So this answer, assumption of particular integral, it will satisfy the given equation. So I am going to substitute these three quantities in the given equation. So first write the given equation. After writing it, you substitute all the values. D square, it is 2k2 plus k3 e power minus x plus 2 into dy by dx, k1 2k2x minus k3 e power minus x plus 4 into y. What is y? k0 k1x k2x square plus k3 e power minus x, that is equal to, on the right hand side I have 2x square 3 e power minus x. Now start comparing the coefficient from the rightmost term onwards, that is in the assumed Pi. I have e power minus x, x square, x, then constant. So start comparing the coefficients from the rightmost term onwards. That means compare the coefficients of e power minus x. First I should compare the coefficients of e power minus x. Here onwards started? No, here k3, then plus into minus minus 2k3, 2 is common for the entire bracket, so minus 2k3, then plus 4k3 is equal to, I have on the right hand side the coefficient is 3. That's why I said don't worry about the coefficients on the right hand side. So 3 e power minus x I have, therefore on the right hand side my coefficient is 3. What is here? k3 e power minus x, so k3 plus into minus minus 2k3 plus 4k3 is equal to 3. Simplify it, 4 plus 1, 5k3 minus 2k3 is equal to 3. So 3k3 is equal to 3, which implies my k3 value is 1. I got first result, my k3 value is 1. Then what is the next term? Compare the coefficient of, like this you should write, compare the coefficient of x square. X square, no x square here, no x square here, only in that place. What is it? 4k2. 4k2 is equal to 2. So what is my k2 value? 2 by 4. That means k2 is 1 by 2. I got the second solution. 2k2 is 2. So k2 is 1 by 2. Then compare the coefficient of x. 1 by 1 from the right hand side. Compare the coefficient of x. There is no term here, here I have 4k2. 4k2, then in that place plus 4k1, here 4k1, but there is no x on the right hand side, therefore right hand side coefficient is 0. What is the advantage? Already I have k2 value, I will substitute here. So 4 into 1 by 2 plus 4k1 0. So my 4k1 is equal to minus 2. So what is k1? Minus 2 by 4. So k1 is minus 1 by 2. One more answer. Finally, compare the constants. Compare the constants. What are the constants available? 2k2. Here 2k2, then plus 2k1 plus 4k0 is equal to, again there is no constants on the right hand side, it will become 0. So what happens? 2 into, what is k2 value? 1 by 2 plus 2 into k1 minus 1 by 2 plus 4k0 equal to 0. What happens here? 2 gets cancelled, 1. Here 2 gets cancelled, minus 1 plus 4k0 is equal to 0, which implies my k0 value itself 0. I got all the unknown coefficients. See here, I got k0, k1, k2 and k3. So substitute all these values in your assume pi. In your assume pi, you substitute it. So it gives assume pi is equal to, first what is there? k0 0, k1 minus 1 by 2 x, k2 plus 1 by 2 x square, k3 1 plus 1 into e power minus x. That is your pi. That is your pi. All the unknown constants we have used in the assumption of pi. Therefore the solution is no change in the solution here. Again y is equal to cf plus pi. Y is equal to cf e power minus x c1 cos root 3x plus c2 sin root 3x, then minus x by 2 plus x square by 2 plus e power minus x, which gives the solution. Correct? So this is undetermined coefficients method, Is it clear? So assume pi, then differentiate it, put it in the given equation so that you will get the solution. Assumption of pi is the most important part of the solution. Second problem, I said in type 1 and type 2 only you will get the difficulties, correct? So d square plus 1 into y is equal to sin x. D square plus 1 into y is equal to sin x. You know auxiliary equation m squared plus 1, m squared is minus 1, m is 0 plus or minus I into 1. So what is CF? E power 0x c1 cos x plus c2 sin x. So c1 cos x plus c2 sin x. See very clearly, as I said in the previous problem, e power minus x separately it is not there in CF. Now your sin x, it is there separately in your CF. Your sin x, it is there separately in your CF. Now if you assume it will be x into, So assume pi, it will become x into k1 cos x plus k2 sin x. If you assume, it will become k1 cos x plus k2 sin x. Now you have to differentiate it. Why you take dy by dx, product rule, k1 cos x plus k2 sin x, x differentiation is 1. Keep x as it is, minus k1 sin x plus k2 cos x. Again differentiate it, d square y by dx square minus k1 sin x plus k2 cos x, x differentiation is 1, again here product rule. So minus k1 sin x plus k2 cos x plus x into minus k1 cos x minus k2 sin x. Substitute in the given equation, it is y double dash. I can add these two and write minus 2k1 sin x plus 2k2 cos x, then plus x into minus k1 cos x minus k2 sin x plus y is there. What is your y? X into k1 cos x plus k2 sin x, which is nothing but sin x. This totally it gets cancelled. Finally, sin x, you compare it, minus 2k1 is equal to 1. You are comparing sin x. What is k1 value? Minus 1 by 2. 2k2 is equal to 0. So k2 is equal to 0. This is for sin x, this is for cos x. If you compare, you got k1 value. So what is finally your pi? Minus 1 by 2 x, pi minus 1 by 2 x cos x. Therefore the solution is. So be careful in assuming the particular integrals. You can see here, since it becomes, the denominator becomes 0, you got x cos x here. Okay. So same way, few more problems in the next class we will see. Thank you. You can see the mail ID.